Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Motorists are constantly being warned against giving lifts to hitchhikers. But all hitchhikers are not dangerous characters, and all motorists are not angels on wheels. Let the hitchhiker beware lest he accept a ride from a citizen like J. Stuart Belden. It might be his last. Listen then, as Elliot Reed stars in Four of a Kind, which begins in just a minute.
And now, Four of a Kind, starring Elliot Reed. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Want a ride, young fella?
You bet.
Well, hop in.
Oh, thanks. That's how I met J. Stuart Belden and his 1959 Fishtail Special. That's how I took the ride I nearly didn't get back from. He looked to be about 45. He wasn't bad looking for a guy that old. He was well built, about my size, no gray in his hair, and that coat he was wearing. Boy, I'll bet plenty of camels went under the clippers for that one.
What's your name, son?
Rich Fowler.
Married?
Not me.
Don't tell me you're a woman hater.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just, well, I have enough trouble feeding myself.
I said the same thing years ago. You changed your mind with it. 9B1863.
What?
A dud.
Huh?
Oh, did you ever play license plate poker?
License plate poker? I never heard of it.
Just like regular poker, except instead of drawing cards, you draw license plates. Now, I drew that hand. There was nothing in it. Next car we see will be your half. Hey, here comes one now. What's the license plate? 4J3134. 2 pair, 3s and 4s. You beat me.
Hey, that's a good game. What are the stakes?
Oh, make it easy on yourself. Shall we say $100,000 a hand?
Oh, sure, yeah. See what I mean? A good joke. A lot of laughs and small talk, and all the time that big convertible eating the miles up. What a car. And when we got hungry, he stopped not at a drive-in, but at a real fancy restaurant, where he picked up the check. Oh, boy, what a meal.
The trouble is, they give you too much food in there. I gotta quit eating like that. My clothes are getting tight, especially this coat.
Hey, that coat sure is a beauty.
Yeah, but I'm getting to be too much for it.
Oh.
Say, I've got an idea. Why don't you try it on?
Oh, no, Mr. Belden, I didn't mean
Go ahead. You're just enough thinner than I am, though, to fit you fine.
Well, gosh,
Go on. Try it on.
Well, all right. Well, does seem to fit okay.
Why, it looks like it was made for you.
Feels like it, too.
Son, you just got yourself a coat.
There weren't many cars on the road now, and Belden didn't seem interested in license plate poker anymore. So I just sat there, wrapped up in my new coat, and thinking what a lucky guy I was. We were whipping along a road full of treacherous curves when I turned to thank him again, and the words stuck in my throat. He changed. He was no longer the smiling host. Instead, he was fastened to the wheel like a hawk. That's what he looked like. A hawk, ready to strike. Then suddenly he threw open his door, twisted the wheel,
So long, Sonny.
and jumped clear. When the car hurtled into space, I was alone in it.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense. And now, starring Elliot Reed, Act 2 of Four of a Kind.
I came to hurting bad. The wind knocked out of me. But at least I hadn't gone to the bottom of the gully with the car. After a minute, I started to climb back toward the road. I was only a few feet from the top of the bank when I looked up, and there was Belden, a gun in his hand. I ducked behind a rock, and the bullets whirred off into the gully. He wanted me dead, that was for sure. But why? Why? I waited a minute longer, and then I heard the horn. I came out from behind the rocks and crawled up to the road in time to see Belden make his getaway in that car. I couldn't tell what kind of a car it was, but I did get the license. 4L5555. He'd beat my straight. Back hurt, my head throbbed, I ached all over. And there wasn't any traffic on this back road, so I walked all the way to the next town. It was dark by the time I got there. Found the police station and something else.
There he is.
Belden.
That's him, officer. That's the boy who stole my car, forced me out, and took my coat. Just look in the side pocket of that coat. You'll find my wallet. What?
Well, young man, what do you got to say for yourself?
You don't understand. You see, he gave me the coat. I didn't know about the wallet.
Mm-hmm. That's the best you can do.
But I tell you, he picked me up when I was hitchhiking. He tried to kill me. He headed his car off the road and jumped out. And when that didn't work, he shot at me.
Sergeant, let the boy go.
Mr. Belden.
I've changed my mind. I don't intend to press charges.
No. Lock me up. Please don't believe him. He wants to kill me.
It's up to you, Mr. Belden, if you don't think he'll cause you any more trouble.
I'm positive that after tonight, this young man will be no trouble for anyone.
No trouble for anyone. After tonight. I had to get away from here. I had to run.
Hey, Rick! Hey, come back here! Come back!
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense. And now, starring Elliot Reed, Act 3 of 4 of a Kind.
I don't know how long I ran, and I didn't know where I was, except that the town was behind me. And then I saw a bright, glaring neon sign. Max and Al's, Wayside Rest, trucks welcome. Just a dinky service station and a lunch wagon, but it was sanctuary to me.
Howdy. Hey, what's the matter, bud?
Nothing.
You sure look messed up. You been in an accident?
Look, mister, I've got to get a ride south. Do you mind if I hang around and wait until a truck comes through?
No, I don't mind. Won't do any good, though. Ain't allowed to pick up riders. Company rules. Might be lucky and catch a wildcatter, but I doubt it.
Thanks.
Say, you sure you're all right? Maybe you better go in and get yourself a cup of coffee. Sure look like you could use one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If a ride turns up, I'll call you.
Thanks, Mac.
Oh, I'm not Mac. I'm Al. Mac works days.
I felt halfway decent when I came out of the lunch wagon. I had cleaned myself up and reduced my capital to 15 cents. Al had a customer.
Yes. Well, that'll be $4.80. Oh, hey, Bud, come here.
Huh?
I got you a ride south.
You have? Who with?
Little lady here. She's been driving all day, got an awful headache. She's going straight through. Here's the fellow I was telling you about, ma'am, the one that's going south.
Oh, well, I'm afraid you misunderstood. I just said I wished I had somebody to drive me.
Oh, well, I don't blame you for not wanting to take a rider, ma'am, but I'd appreciate it if you'd change your mind. I'm in an awful big hurry.
Well, I am tired.
Oh, go ahead, miss. He's a nice fella.
Oh, if you'll vouch for him.
Oh, now, wait a minute, lady. I don't vouch for nobody.
Oh, I guess it'll be all right.
It was a pleasure to drive for her. She didn't say much, and I didn't feel like talking. She just sat beside me, her eyes closed, resting. Once in a while, I snatched a quick look at her. Long, dark eyelashes resting on her marble-like cheeks. Maybe this terrifying day would end up all right. Feel better?
Much better. I'm ashamed of myself hesitating to let you drive my car. Afraid I'm overcautious.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Can't be too careful.
One reads of such awful things happening on the road.
Awful things. I hadn't thought of Belden since we left Al's gas station. Now he was back in the front of my mind, and unconsciously I tramped on the gas pedal.
You're going awfully fast. These curves are treacherous.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look out! Do you want to kill us both? You almost sideswiped him.
I'm sorry,
What are you honking now for? He's gone.
Your horn.
What about it?
Oh, nothing. I thought I'd heard it before.
Before? Look, maybe I'd better drive.
No, I'll be all right. I'm sorry.
Pull over and stop.
Huh?
Pull over. I'm going to drive.
She drove about a mile, I guess. Neither one of us said anything. And then, without any warning, she took an abrupt turn off the highway and down a rutted dirt road. Hey, what's the idea?
We better stop a while. You don't look so well.
Well, I'm all right now.
You don't look it. Better have a drink. Reach in the glove compartment and find some scotch.
No, really, I'm all right.
Maybe I need a drink.
Maybe it was the drink. Maybe it was the girl. Maybe it was just relief. But I felt calm for the first time that night. I watched her as the glow from her cigarette lit her high cheekbones. I couldn't see her eyes until she turned her head.
What's your name?
Ridge.
Mine's Virginia.
Hi.
Hi.
You must think I'm pretty much of a jerk the way I've been acting.
It's all right. Things like that happen to everybody.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, look, I'm all right now. I could drive.
What's your hurry?
Well, I thought...
What's the matter? Don't you like to sit here with me?
No, it's just... Well, I thought you were in a hurry.
I'm not now. Are you?
No. No, I'm in no hurry at all. She didn't seem to be moving. It was so gradual. I caught a trace of warm perfume in her hair. She smiled at me, one of those elusive smiles. Half innocent, half... Her head touched my shoulder. I accepted the invitation.
Oh, I like you, Rich. I like you a lot.
Yeah. You know, tonight back in the filling station when I first saw you, Oh, no.
What's the matter, Ridge?
That miniature license tag on your keyring.
Yeah?
4L5555.
Four of a kind.
Four of it. You play license plate poker?
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
4 5s. The license of the car that picked Belden up after he tried to kill me.
That's right, Ridge.
Then you were in it with him.
That's right, Sonny. Oh.
In a moment, we continue with the fourth act of Suspense. And now, starring Elliot Reed, Act 4 of Four of a Kind.
I fell out of the car, hard. I didn't black out. I could see and hear, but I couldn't move.
Well, you took your time getting here.
I couldn't help it.
You were supposed to be here waiting. What if I hadn't been able to keep him?
Oh, I knew I could depend on you, darling, to detain him.
What's that supposed to mean?
Did you have to go as far as you did? Did you have to let him kiss you?
Do you know a better way to keep a man on ice?
The perfect wife, the little helpmate.
Oh, shut up. Put him in the back seat and let's get out of here. discovered the car yet?
Of course not. The way it's lying, nobody will see it until daylight. And then J. Stewart Belden will be found dead, burned to an unrecognizable crisp. And we can shake this place. Go to South America.
You can go. I have to stick around, remember? Collect the insurance. Pretend I'm heartbroken you're dead.
Is that going to be so hard?
Don't be silly.
Come on, hurry. Got to work fast. Give me a hand with it.
No, wait, here comes a car. Do you have your wallet?
I'll put it in his pocket as soon as I can get him out of the car. All clear?
Yes.
I tried to move my arms, just a little. Then my legs. They hurt, like they'd been asleep for a long time. I'd only have one chance. If my muscles coordinated. I'd wait until he dragged me out of the car, and then I'd do the best I could.
Virginia, get the gasoline can out.
I felt him grab me under the arms. I opened my eyes just in time to see a murderous wrench in the girl's hand. As she brought it down, I closed my eyes. Something hit me hard. But it wasn't the wrench. It was Belden. The wrench had folded him up, and he collapsed on top of me. She didn't know I was watching her. She was too busy dragging Belden over to the rim of the cliff.
Well, Stuart, this is how you planned it. Accidental death.
And then she pushed him, and he disappeared over the edge. I didn't wait to see any more. I crawled out of that car, and I started to run right down the middle of the road. Then she saw me.
Wait! Stop! Wait! Red!
But I kept on going. I heard the car starting. She was coming right at me. First, I thought she was just trying to catch up to me. Then I realized she was trying to run me down. She was trying to kill me. It was just a question of seconds. And suddenly, around the bend, a big truck. I was sandwiched between them. I stood, stunned with horror, her scream ringing through my head, and the picture of her in the car, swerving off into space, into the canyon below.
Hey, bud, you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
She went off the road.
Crazy woman driver. Hey, what you staring at?
Your license plate. CM1111.
Oh, now, look, it wasn't my fault. You saw how it happened.
4 aces. 4 aces. I'd won. I had taken the last hand. But I've sworn off poker. License plate poker, that is. The stakes can be too high.
Suspense, in which Elliot Reed starred in William N. Robeson's production of 4 of a Kind, written by John Bagney and Gwen Bagney-Gielgud. In just a moment, the names of the supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense. Supporting Elliot Reed in 4 of a Kind were Joan Tompkins, Alan Reed, Jack Crucian, and Barney Phillips. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
News analysis follows next on CBS Radio. 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 Next on CBS.
Deep, Deep is My Love, starring Mr. Lloyd Bridges. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
A man's got a right to be alone once in a while. It isn't too much to ask. A couple of hours of solitude and the weekends poking around the sea bottom with an air tank on your back. Joyce had me the rest of the time, waking and sleeping. Well, that was all right. She was a good kid, and I loved her. But I had made one bad mistake. I taught her to skin dive. Now she even wanted to be with me underwater.
Darling?
Yes, dear.
Why not? Why can't I dive with you?
What could I tell her? That today I had to dive alone? Return alone to the deep to see if I'd gone insane? To see if the beauty below was real or as false as the colors of a kelpfish? To see if the girl was real? No, of course she wasn't. And yet, I had to go. And alone. I had to be sure. It's, well, there are dangerous currents out there.
I'm as good a skin diver as you. You said so yourself, and George is bringing some gear for me. He promised.
No, Joyce. Hand me my fins, will you?
Here. If it's too dangerous, I don't want you out there. George said you went too deep last week anyway.
He went just as deep as I did.
Looking for you. He said he got a touch of narcosis.
Narcosis. Raptures of the deep. Too much nitrogen in the blood at too great a depth. Any diver, even a pro, could get it below 100 feet. They say it's a kind of ecstasy. But it could be a deadly ecstasy, luring you downward and downward, spiraling through the swaying greens, through the sapphire blues to the depths where all was black and white, and motionless as death. Had George had it? Had I had it? Was it this that tempted me deeper and deeper? Or was it simple escape? To a world where a man is as truly alone as the crayfish under his rock, or the moray eel in his grotto.
What's wrong with you, Don? You've been acting funny all week. Did you have narcosis? Was George right?
No, of course not. And I'm going to tell him to stop tailing me around like an anxious porpoise. I've been diving just as long as he has.
Good. Maybe he'll quit and you'll dive with me again. You play tennis with me. You never go skiing without me. We're together every second you're not at work, so why can't we... Well, I want to know. We do everything together, and now you
Maybe that's the trouble.
What do you mean?
Hi, kids!
Skip it, here he is.
Oh.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, George.
I'm sorry, I had to fill the tanks.
It's okay.
Brought an extra tank, some gear for you, Joyce.
She isn't coming, George.
Oh? Well, whatever you say, but we could keep it shallow. A lot more lobsters at 30 feet than 200.
She's not coming, George.
Meet King Neptune. That's his world, and he doesn't want any women in it.
You know, Joyce, he was out of my sight in that grotto for 15 minutes last week. Maybe he's got a mermaid down there.
I was after a lobster.
What, at 200? Hey, no kidding, buddy. I'm not following you down there again. Those old nitrogen bubbles started playing tag in my brain. I could hear the angels singing loud and clear. I just about fell in love with a sand shark.
What do you mean?
I had it, man. Nitrogen narcosis. It's cheap drunk with no hangover unless you go all the way, and then it's so permanent. Oh, sir, it's not for me.
There's plenty of warning.
Yeah, sure, but it's such a lovely warning. Real pleasant. Your arms turn numb, you couldn't care less. You maybe hear voices, and you couldn't care less. And the deeper you go, the deeper you want to go, and you couldn't care less. Oh, sir, make mine martinis. You might drive off a cliff going home, but at least it's quick. So let's keep it a little shallower today, huh? You tell him, Joyce.
I don't care if he finds a tunnel to China. I'm going to look for seashells, if that's all right, Don. I won't get my feet wet.
I watched her start down the beach, head up to hide her disappointment. Lovely brown body swaying as she picked her way through the rocks. I almost called her back. She liked diving. It really wasn't fair to cut her out. But something stopped me. Something calling to me from beyond the rolling surf. You ready, George?
Yeah, just about. I think you had it too, Don.
What?
Narcosis. When I finally got the guts to go hunting for you, remember where I found you? In the mouth of that cave with a silly look on your face. When I tried to get you to go, you looked like you were going to go for me.
Well, I was, looking for something. You ready now?
Don!
Oh, for crying out loud.
What?
Don't go deep!
Oh, I'm telling you, if it isn't you, it's her.
Okay, Joyce.
All right, let's go, huh? The water was warm, and snorkeling on the surface, I could see that it was clear as air below, clear and green, with the giant kelp swaying, beckoning me down. But I pushed ahead to the hole off Point Dume, a bottomless deep astride the great circle course the gray whales take from Galita Point to the breeding grounds in Magdalena Bay. I had seen whales here, startling as moving reefs, suspended between surface and bottom, driven southward, always southward, driven by the urge to mate. I had seen black sea bass flashing downward at the sound of a boat, and great bat rays gliding deeper than I could follow. And here I had once speared a 30-pound sheep's head. I had nightmares for weeks in remorse, because he was harmless and friendly, and I'd killed him on impulse to bring him back to Joyce. He'd sounded for the deep when I hit him, trying to lose me and retreat to some dark hole to nurse his wound, as all creatures will. But the spearhead held, and I'd taken all the depth that he could find. Now he hung as a reminder in my garage. I hadn't speared a fish since. I hated lately even to drag the big bull lobsters from their holes. It was so much better just to drift along the bottom and look and wonder.
Hey, John, how far are we going?
I pretended that I hadn't heard. To drift and wonder. To drift and wonder in a world of silent creatures who ignored a man as long as he made no hostile move, as long as he left them to their holes. This was a world where a man could hide from supermarkets and freeways and movies and...
Hey, John, won't this do?
We were over the deep area now. I adjusted my face mask, put my mouthpiece in my mouth, and blew out what water was in my hose. Then I tested the free flow of air from my tank and dove. I was back in my underwater world again. The water caressed me as I dove down 30, 40, 50 feet, heading for a spire of rock to a castle guarding the edge of the underwater canyon of Point Dume. The water turned slowly to light blue, and the cares of the week slipped from my back. I told myself to be content with this. The other thing down there was fantasy. At the spire, I stopped to tickle a starfish, stared into the pink eyes of a golden Garibaldi until he flicked his tail at me and swam away. Joined a school of perch as they started their flight over the canyon. Then I saw it. Just like last week. I told myself that it must be a leaf of kelp far below or some golden-sided fish. But no. I caught the flash of a slim body again, girl-like, turning below, beckoning me down. Another skin diver? No, it was the girl. The girl who had danced in my mind all through the week. I shivered. There were no voices beneath the sea, not even from other divers. But we had talked before, for minutes, hours, an eternity, and she remembered my name. I shivered, fighting the urge to dive deeper.
Come down, come with me.
No, I better not.
Come down, come with me.
And the voice was gone. She was gone. I had to know. I dove into the canyon, searching for the flash of gold, catching it, losing it, while my arms turned to wings and my body to water, and everything was glorious, shimmering blue. If I could only find her, catch her, the golden girl that I remembered with the lonely, laughing eyes. Wait for me. Wait. I glided around the giant boulders, midnight blue at 200 feet, soared through a lighter blue spotlight of sun filtering through the branches of a giant kelp above. I had somewhere lost her, the golden girl, but I knew that I'd find her again, that she was only teasing. Until I did, it was ecstasy to move suspended in the liquid void, watching my air bubbles form a pearly necklace past my face mask. A moray eel, rattlesnake of the deep, flashed by and I waved to him. It didn't seem odd anymore. Words underwater. And I could speak too. Where are you?
Hiding. What are you laughing at?
I don't know. I just feel like laughing. Where are you?
Can't you see me?
All at once, rounding a reef, I did see her. She was sitting in a shaft of blue sunlight, and all around her towered the age-old rocks of the Dumé Deep. Her body was as golden as I had remembered. Her face half familiar, her eyes laughing and lonely. This was no thing of the deep, no mermaid of legend. This was a woman, all mankind's woman, and in her eyes was understanding of all men. And I loved her, and feared her at the same time. Who are you? Why do you stay down here?
I told you, because I like it.
Well, aren't you lonely?
I like being alone.
Yes, I do too sometimes. But it seems like I never am anymore.
I know.
How do you know?
I know all about you.
Hey, you don't have a mask. How do you breathe?
I'm used to it.
Where do you stay?
Don't you remember?
Faintly, I remembered a cave in the depths. A dark, warm place of song and peace. Yes, I think I do.
Do you want to go there?
No, I better not.
We'll be alone there.
But I've been down so long, my tank's...
We'll be alone there.
George will be worried.
We'll be alone.
And my wife.
We'll be alone.
Then she was swimming lazily through the boulders, and I was following her to a dimly remembered grotto. At last, we were close together in the dim, watery cave.
You're alone now, Don. You're alone.
I wanted suddenly to kiss her. I fumbled with my mask.
If you take off your mask, you won't be able to see. You might drown.
Come here.
Wait. There's somebody there.
What?
I can hear somebody outside. We aren't alone.
I peered from the grotto and saw George groping through the shadows, searching. It's my buddy. Well, he's looking for me. I don't know. What can I do? He found me here once before.
You have a right to be alone.
I know, but what can I do?
If he comes closer, you're as strong as he is. Stronger.
You mean?
You know what I mean.
I crouched in the cave, coiled like a moray eel, ready to strike if he peered in, blocking my light, and I tensed. He's gone. Come here. Come to me. She slid into my arms, pliant as kelp, light as water itself.
Aren't you afraid? You've been down so long.
No, I don't care.
Wait. What's that?
If he's back, I'll kill him.
No, it isn't he. It isn't he.
Well, who is it?
It's your wife.
My what? How could she be down here?
They're looking for you. You've been down so long.
What'll I do?
Do you want to go with her?
No. I want her to let me alone. Just for a little while.
She won't. She's even followed you here.
Oh.
She'll never let you be alone.
What'll I do?
You know what to do.
But I love her, you know.
A man has a right to be alone. I'd let you alone.
I backed into the cave and waited. A form moved by the entrance to the grotto, and I saw in the gloom my wife's face, frowning behind a mask, peering and worried. Oh, why can't she let me alone?
She never lets you be alone.
All right then. Will you let me alone? Will you let me alone? What are you laughing about?
Now she'll let you alone. Now she will.
What'd I do?
Don't you know?
What? Who is it?
Don't you know it's Joyce?
But she's dead.
Yes, she's dead, Don. She wouldn't let you alone, and she followed you here, and you killed her.
No.
It's all right. Nobody knows but me. Come on, Don. Come with me.
No.
Leave her. She's dead. Come on, Don. Follow me.
High above was the blessed blue light of the sky. It was an effort to breathe now, and up there was air and life. Here was death, still death.
Hurry, Don.
Joyce lay near the mouth of the cave with her ripped air hose trickling useless bubbles, and on her face was the look of one asleep in peace. Seeing her there in the narcosis, the crazy rapture passed, and I knew that I must stay. Stay with her under the surging tides.
Come on, darling. Come with me.
No.
Don, come with me. Come with me.
I cradled my wife in my arms, and that is how it has been for minutes, for hours, for an eternity. And Benita stared at us for a moment and left. And a school of perch. So I will never be alone. Joyce will be with me always. I will never be alone.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
There's an old saw which says you can't fool all of the people all of the time. Neither can you please all of the people all of the time. Recently, our presentation of Edgar Allan Poe's great horror story, The Pit and the Pendulum, displeased some listeners who felt that we should not have made the Spanish Inquisition the villain. Yet, had we not done so, we would have displeased others who feel that Poe's classic story should not be tampered with. We face a similar quandary with tonight's story. It concerns a man who steals another man's wife. For dramatic reasons, which shall be evident, the wife stealer is a psychoanalyst. But let it be emphasized that this is not to be construed as a condemnation of psychoanalysis any more than it is a condemnation of wayward wives or a justification of murdering husbands. Listen then as Jack Carson stars in Analytical Hour, which begins in just a moment.
Now, Analytical Hour, starring Mr. Jack Carson. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I've told you before, Margaret, I don't think it's wise for you to phone me at the office like this. He's acting strangely. Well, he probably got delayed. I'm sure he'll call you any minute with a logical explanation.
The doctor.
Excuse me. Well, Mr. Nelson, come in.
Thank you, Doctor. I know it's late and I didn't have an appointment, but I had to see you.
Yes, of course. Sit down. I'll be with you in a moment. Now, my dear, I'm sure you'll have no cause for worry. I've had a patient drop in unexpectedly, so let me call you as soon as he leaves. Yes, goodbye.
I want to tell you how I feel, Doctor.
Oh? Well, how do you feel, Mr. Nelson?
Fine. Just fine. The migraine headache is gone, the dizziness, the heart palpitation, all gone.
Well, that's splendid. Then our sessions together over the past 6 months are beginning to bear fruit.
Oh, they have borne fruit. I've never felt so sure of myself in my life, so free.
I see. Well, this is very interesting, Mr. Nelson. Let me get out your file and make some notes.
No.
No? Well, why not? You've exhibited remarkable improvement, and I'd like to put it into the record. After all, this is the data from which prognosis is made, and if it isn't complete...
Close it up.
Well, all right.
What I have to say is between you and me, man to man. If you wrote it down, it might... it might be used against me.
I don't follow you.
Well, a doctor, especially a psychoanalyst, never discloses what a patient tells him, but if it's not in writing, it would be your word against mine, wouldn't it?
Really, Mr. Nelson,
What time is it?
Nearly 7.
Has your nurse gone for the day?
Yes, she left an hour ago.
Good. Then we can, we can get down to cases, can't we?
Mr. Nelson, you don't have an appointment. It's getting late.
Sit down and listen to me. When I first came to you, I told you that my relationship with my wife was less than ideal. You listened very patiently. You drew me out in my childhood associations, my parental approval and disapproval patterns, and always you drew me back to my relationship with my wife. You wanted to know what the attraction between us was based upon. With infinite detail, you got from me my innermost thoughts and desires with respect to my wife. Is that right?
Yes.
And it's all in the file. Every question, every answer. Well, after 6 months, you've arrived at some conclusions, haven't you?
Your analysis isn't completed.
Yes. Yes, it is. I completed it last night.
You? How do you mean?
There was only one possible conclusion. That I hate my wife.
Oh, now, just a moment. Hate, it's a relative term. It has validity only when placed in proper perspective.
Exactly, and I repeat. Migraine headache gone. Dizziness gone. Heart palpitation gone.
Yes, but your diagnosis is an oversimplification. These physical manifestations couldn't disappear simply because you arrive at the conclusion that you hate your wife.
Oh, no. Well, I did something about it.
Now, Mr. Nelson, if you're going to tell me you've run away from your wife...
No, I didn't run away.
Well, then what did you do?
I killed her.
And now, starring Mr. Jack Carson, Act 2 of Analytical Hour.
That's right, Doctor. I killed her.
You killed Margaret? I mean, your wife? But you couldn't have.
Why do you find it so hard to believe?
Well, but no man in his right mind will kill another human being, no matter what the provocation.
A few minutes ago, you said I was an intelligent man.
You are. You were. Wait a minute. When did you say this happened?
Last night.
Last night? Uh-huh. I see. Now, surely you realize that if you have committed murder, it's only a matter of time until the police will be searching for you.
Of course.
Well, doesn't that concern you?
Not in the least.
Then if you have no intention of running or of hiding, you should give yourself up right now.
No, not yet.
Why?
We haven't finished our discussion.
Mr. Nelson, what have we to discuss? Murder as a solution to a personally untenable situation is not acceptable in the eyes of society.
At first you were startled, Doctor, but now you're giving me a lecture on the ethics and morality of murder, as if we were having a disinterested conversation in logic. Could it be that you doubt I killed her?
If you say you did, why should I doubt you?
Your reaction. Reaction is a key word in the medical and psychiatric fields, isn't it?
Yes.
Then why are you taking the murder of my wife so lightly?
I've had years of professional training, and I'm not going to panic just because a patient tells me he's committed murder.
Telling you is one thing. Your believing it is another. If you believed it, under the circumstances, I think it would ruffle your professional calm.
All right, I don't believe you. This is a mental quirk. It's an aberration, a figment of your imagination.
Is it?
You haven't committed murder. Oh, undoubtedly you wanted to, but you've substituted the desire for the fact. The pattern's perfectly clear. Now, I'm going to shock you, Mr. Nelson, because we've reached the point in your analysis where shock will be of the utmost value to you.
All right.
And then I'm going to recommend that you take legal steps to divorce your wife. Get rid of the physical cause of this fixation of yours, and eventually you'll achieve a normal mental outlook. Is that clear?
Yeah, perfectly. But not very logical.
Why not?
How can I divorce a woman who is dead?
Your wife is not dead.
You know, I was wondering when you'd tell me I should divorce her. It's too bad you waited so long.
No, stop it. Can't I convince you? You're imagining all this. You're playing games with your mind. Now, if you continue like this, it could lead to permanent insanity. Now, listen to what I'm going to tell you.
I'm listening.
when you walked into this office a few moments ago, I was talking on the telephone. Is that correct?
Yes?
I was talking to Margaret, your wife. She is alive, Mr. Nelson. Quite alive.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense. Now, starring Mr. Jack Carson, Act 3 of Analytical Hour.
I tell you, Mr. Nelson, your wife is alive.
I know.
You know.
Well, perhaps I didn't know what I suspected it.
Good heavens, man, I've just told you your wife is alive. I have positive personal knowledge that this is a fact. Now, doesn't that make an impression on you?
Yes, it makes an impression on me, but not in the way you think.
You still persist in this hallucination that you've committed murder.
You called her Margaret.
I beg your pardon?
My wife. You called her Margaret. Now, let me ask you a question, Doctor. Do you always refer to the wives of your male patients by their first name?
Well, I used it for emphasis.
Mm-hmm. For emphasis. During the past 6 months, you have referred to her as Mrs. Nelson or your wife, but never as Margaret. Now, suddenly, for emphasis, you call her Margaret.
What are you driving at?
Your reactions are becoming less professional and considerably more human, Doctor. I'll tell you what I'm driving at. Officially, you met Margaret just once. 6 months ago, when we both came here to set up the series of appointments for me. If you remember, it was Margaret who thought psychoanalysis would help me. She's the one who selected you, and for a very good reason.
If you're insinuating...
I'm not insinuating, I'm telling you. There never has been anything wrong with me that couldn't have been remedied by an honest wife, a feeling of marital security. But she's destroyed that with your active and willing help.
You know what you're saying.
Certainly. My wife and you are lovers. You have been for months, even before I met you.
All right, let's drop the doctor-patient relationship. Suppose I were to admit it. Suppose I asked you to get a divorce, not for psychiatric reasons, but so I could marry Margaret. Would you do it?
No. Mm-hmm. It's too late.
Why? Look, I'll admit everything you say. Margaret and I have been in love with each other for nearly a year. We thought we'd kept it a secret from you, from everyone. I honestly thought if I could take you far enough in analysis, I could get you to realize that she is not the woman for you. That you aren't and never would be really happy together.
You can't tamper with emotions this way. You're not God.
No, but I'm human.
So you are. Subject to anguish, despair, and anxiety.
Do you think I've liked this situation, that I've enjoyed it?
You've been a willing party to it.
Then let's end it right now. Let me call Margaret, ask her to come here to the office where the three of us can discuss this situation as reasonable, intelligent, adult human beings.
Go ahead.
One thing still concerns me. Why were you so insistent that you killed her?
Well, you called it playing games with my mind.
I know that's dangerous. Possible incipient form of schizophrenia. I'll have to work with you on that. It could get you into trouble.
Depends on your definition of trouble.
Hello? Hello, Margaret. Yes. Yes, I'm still at the office. No, he's here with me. Now, Margaret, there's nothing to be alarmed about. I want you to come here right away. As soon as possible. You'll drive right over. Good. Yes, he knows. All right. Half an hour.
Intelligent, adult human beings.
You know, this is going to be good for all of us. No more dissembling or hiding our true emotions. I'm glad you came here this evening and demanded a showdown. It indicates more emotional maturity than I thought you possessed.
Doctor, you know what I do for a living?
Yes, you're some sort of a chemist.
Yes, a chemist. And do you know my specialty?
Something to do with foods, I believe.
That's right. If you were contemplating murder, you'd utilize the materials about which you knew the most, wouldn't you?
Oh, now, don't start that again. I'm not contemplating murder, and neither are you. Oh, I can understand why you feel as you do, but this is a phase that'll pass. When Margaret gets here, we'll talk it out, and you'll be a free man emotionally.
I am now.
Not if you persist in bringing up the subject of murder.
It's going to be a fact to you sooner than you think.
All right. If it'll make you feel better, talk about it. But Margaret is alive, and nothing you think or say can change that.
Now, I'm going to shock you. And I'm quite certain I'll be more successful than you were with me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what botulism is?
Of course. It's a type of food poisoning.
Yes. Food poisoning caused by a toxin produced when foods are improperly canned. Or it could be introduced into foods which had never been canned at all, if one knew how to do it.
Still on the murder theme, huh?
Botulism toxin attacks the nervous system, distorts vision, causes muscular weakness. If antitoxin serum is not used, death usually follows from respiratory paralysis.
That's very ingenious, but I don't... Oh, no.
Beginning to get it, eh? Of course, you know, symptoms of botulism appear 18 to 36 hours after consumption of poisoned food.
No.
Margaret is in her 25th hour at this moment.
You fiend.
You are shocked. By the way, it would be dangerous for a person to drive an automobile when the poison might strike at any moment.
Margaret!
Put down that phone.
I've got to phone the police.
It's too late for that. You're not going to call the police or anyone else.
Oh, Margaret.
How does it feel, Doctor? Apply the clinical technique. Come up with a prognosis. Do something. Make a break for the door. Reach for the gun in your desk. Try to reason with me.
You're insane. You're utterly insane.
I'm playing God, just as you have with me for 6 months. Only it doesn't take me as long. Now I'm going to give you a prognosis, Doctor. When Margaret gets here, if she gets here, you're going to watch her die. Then I'm going to watch you die.
And now, starring Mr. Jack Carson, Act 4 of Analytical Hour.
It's been a half hour, Doctor. It doesn't appear Margaret's going to make it, does it?
Are you going to let her die just for the sake of vengeance?
Vengeance? That's a relative term, like hate. And hate is a relative term. You said so, Doctor.
But premeditated murder...
Murder is not a relative term. It's final and irrevocable. I prefer it to wife-stealing and deception.
If I could only...
But you can't. What's the matter, Doctor? You having a little trouble breathing?
You poisoned me, too.
Of course.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you with my bare hands.
And now you speak of killing. Less than an hour ago, you said no man in his right mind would kill another human being, no matter what the provocation. Are you not in your right mind, Doctor?
My arms. I can't raise them.
The poison is working.
Devil.
Would you like to hear how it was done? Last night, Margaret attended a club banquet, or so she told me. But you and I know that she had drinks and hors d'oeuvres with you in your apartment, and then the two of you went out to dinner. Is that right?
Yes.
It was the hors d'oeuvres, special kind you both like so well. You keep quite a supply of them in little glass jars. It was easy for me to introduce the botulism culture while you were out. I believe someone's in the outer office.
Margaret!
She seems to be having some difficulty.
Margaret, run! By the doctor! Margaret!
Hello, my dear. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. But not for either one of you. Respiratory paralysis, Doctor. The final stage.
You won't get away with it, you.
I want to thank you for calling her over, Doctor. It works out even better than I had planned it. Somebody will find the two of you in the morning, sprawled out like the last act of Romeo and Juliet, and it will all fit. Both of you dead of botulism, poisoned by the snacks you had alone together in your apartment. And me? Nobody saw me walk in, and nobody sees me walk out. It couldn't be better.
You.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Hey, is anybody in there?
Who is it?
Police.
Police?
Did a woman come in here?
What woman, officer?
She was driving like she was drunk. Ran through 2 red lights. She came in this building.
Is that her, officer?
Well, yeah. What's the matter with her?
She's dead.
And him?
He's dead, too.
What do you know about this?
Enough. Enough to hang me.
Suspense, in which Jack Carson starred in William N. Robeson's production of Analytical Hour, written by Alan Botzer. Supporting Jack Carson in tonight's story were John Hoyt and Sam Pierce. Listen. Listen again next week, when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. This is the United... Suspense. And the producer of CBS Radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
29 and a half hours ago, off San Pedro Light, 41 sleek ocean-going yachts crossed the starting line on the 21st Trans-Pacific Honolulu race. Tonight, this great blue water sports event is the scene of our story of suspense. Written by Sam Pierce, a man who should know his subject, for he is not only the official news correspondent of the race, but a member of the crew of the schooner Queen Mab. To all the contenders of the Trans-Pacific, our best wishes for good luck and good sailing, and our fervent hope that nothing happens to them as frightful as Mr. Pierce has imagined in his story.
And now, Blood is Thicker, starring Mr. Everett Sloane. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
It's a simple enough plan as plans go. There's a girl, Vanessa Evans. She's young, very pretty, built like you dream, and you dream some jaunty dreams. And most important, she's loaded with money. Left to her by her papa, who also left her oil wells, cattle ranches, and a 70-foot ocean racing schooner, which Vanessa sails with magnificent skill. The plan? Why, to marry Vanessa and her money and her yacht. You've sailed with her every weekend for the last 2 months, and now she's invited you to crew on the Honolulu race. And although your yachting experience has been limited to a few weekends on friends' boats, you've always been able to talk a good game. And with as willing a listener as Vanessa, who could steer a wrong course, as they say in yachting circles. So now it's the day of the start. And as you swing jauntily aboard the sleek 70-footer, your spirits are soaring. You feel every inch the gentleman sailor your carefully selected wardrobe makes you look.
Well, welcome aboard, Mr. Farley.
Thank you, Captain.
Morning, Mike.
Vanessa! Boy, don't you look wonderful.
Thank you, sir, she said.
Hi, Skipper. Mike.
We can take off any time now. Doc's aboard.
We all here, Vanessa? Crew complete?
We're all here, Mike. But there's been a little change in personnel. Charlie Edmonds had his appendix taken out night before last.
No kidding.
So I've asked my cousin, Hugh Guthrie, to sail with us in his place. I'd like you to meet him. Hugh, this is Mike Farley, my cousin Hugh Guthrie.
Oh, very glad to know you, Mike.
Thank you.
Vanessa was telling me you've done quite a bit of sailing on the East Coast. I thought perhaps we might...
I made the Bermuda races a couple of times.
Ah, fine race. What boat?
The Quintana.
Quintana?
Mike raced on her in 1952, the year she won.
Yes. You done much sailing, Hugh?
I used to sail a good deal with Vanessa's father.
Hugh's one of my smarter type cousins. He handled all of Dad's business affairs. He handles them for me now.
Oh, I see. You, from out here?
Oh, no. I tend store back in New York.
Hugh flew all the way out just to make the race with us.
I was glad to find an excuse to get away for a while. And who could ask for anything nicer than sailing with a first-class skipper like Vanessa again, particularly on a boat like the Segway?
You've, sailed on the Segway before?
Sailed on her.
He knows her like a book.
Oh, well, that's a relief to me. Charlie and I were teamed up as watch partners. We would have worked the foredeck and the pulpit, and that's no place for a greenhorn.
You may have to bring me up to date on a few things up there, but I think I'll remember most of the rig.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Excuse me, Miss Evans, but the crew are all present. All the gear is stowed. I wondered if you'd like to be getting underway pretty soon.
Thank you, Pete. I think we can go any time now.
Yeah, fine. Stand by to let go of the lines. Mac, you take the spring line. All right. Mr. Farley, you're stationed forward. You can let go of the starboard bow line.
Okay, Pete.
And Mr. Guthrie, you're forward with Mr. Farley.
You watch Vanessa as she backs the Segway out of the slip into the channel, and you can't help wishing that Charlie Edmonds was your watchmate instead of Vanessa's kissing cousin, Hugh Guthrie. Outside the breakwater now, beating slowly to windward. The breeze is fresh, even in the lee of Point Furman, and your uneasiness about your plan and the complications Vanessa's cousin Hugh might present fade out in the anticipation of the most exciting of all moments, the starting. 45 trim ocean racing yachts of all sizes and rigs, white-hulled, black-hulled, mahogany-hulled, knifing through the long, gentle swells of the Catalina Channel, maneuvering with a skill that is born to blue water sailors. Aboard the Segway, with Vanessa Evans' slim, strong hands almost caressing the wheel, you know the excitement. Share it with every other sailor on every other boat as the seconds tick away and the navigator's voice continues the countdown.
Stand by to get the fishermen up as we cross the line.
Standing by. 5. Back to the air. 3, 2. There's the gun. Up on the hill! Fire! All right, see her in. Up again. Get her in fast! She's coming as fast as I can get her.
Can you get the Jenny in any tighter, Pete?
Keep the Jenny in.
That's good.
All right, bring her fast.
Was it all right, Pete?
If I hadn't been looking, I would have thought your father was at the wheel.
Thank you, Pete.
Beautiful start, Vanessa. I don't think you had more than 2 seconds to spare.
I thought for a minute we were going over the line too soon. I was scared, Mike, really scared.
Oh, you handled her like a master. And we're doing great. Look, I don't think there's more than 2 boats ahead of us, maybe 3.
Well, that cutter isn't going to wait for us, though. She'll weather us all the way to the west end of Catalina.
But once we get around, we can really put some sail on, see what she can do.
Well, we're pointing higher than that ketch over there, leaving her, too.
The ketch?
Yeah, right over there to starboard.
Oh, the yawl.
No, she's a... Oh, yes, of course, she's a yawl.
Unless, of course, they've changed things around out here, right?
No, she's a yawl. It's just sort of a mental block I have. Never can remember which is which. It's an easy enough mistake to make.
For a blue water sailor? Oh, come now, Mr. Farley.
You look at Vanessa, and she's looking intently at the compass, avoiding your eyes. And you look at Hugh Guthrie, and he doesn't avoid your eyes. And you know that you made your first bad mistake. And he knows it, too. You've been at sea for 3 days, and so far you haven't made any more mistakes. But you know that Vanessa's cousin Hugh hasn't forgotten your slip. You know he's watching and waiting for you to make another one. And you're certain that next time he won't let it go. Not this boy. But there are moments aboard the Segway, rare but wonderful moments when you're alone with Vanessa out on the pulpit, a tiny fenced-in platform on the forward tip of the bowsprit, with nothing but the sound of the wind and the bow wave.
She's beautiful from out here, isn't she, Mike?
She's beautiful from anywhere, like her skipper.
Mike, if I ask you something, will you get angry?
Of course not, darling. I couldn't be angry with you.
It's about you and Hugh.
What about you and me?
Well, I don't know what it is, Mike, but from the very first day of the race, you've been standing off watching each other. There's something between you. What is it, Mike? What's happening?
Well, as a matter of fact, Vanessa, I felt it too.
Mike, you don't like him, do you?
Well, I don't dislike him.
I don't think he likes you, Mike. He's been pumping me about you, about your parents, where you were raised, what boats you've sailed on.
Well, I'm flattered by his interest, but why is he so concerned with me?
Because he's my guardian, Mike.
Your guardian? Why, he's only a couple of years older than you are.
I told you he was one of my smarter type cousins. Daddy liked him, wanted it that way.
So, he controls your money?
He controls everything Dad left for me.
And your heart, Vanessa?
I control that, Mike.
Well, then, why are we talking about things that don't matter? Who cares about your money? Let old Cousin Hugh have it if he wants it. Who cares about anything but us, Vanessa? Us, that's all that matters.
Mike.
Look, I don't care what happens as long as we have each other.
Oh, Mike, darling.
Vanessa. You stay out on the pulpit after Vanessa leaves, and you try to digest this new and unpleasant piece of news. So Cousin Hugh is Vanessa's guardian, her legal guardian. And you think of what a little thing loused up your plan. Just poor old Charlie's appendix. And you begin to hate Charlie, to wish he were dead. Or, wait a minute. Why Charlie? Why not Cousin Hugh? You and he share the midnight to 4 a.m. watch out here on the pulpit every morning. Sailors have gone overboard before. Out here at night, in the dark. A quick push. An accident. An unfortunate, terrible accident. It's the only way out. You know you have to do it. The only question is when. Plans now, haven't you? One, to marry Vanessa, and two, to get rid of her legal beaver Cousin Hugh. Work until the second is finished. But everything's got to be just right. The wind must be high enough and the sea rough enough, the night black enough. And 7 days out, midway between San Pedro and Honolulu, the right time comes. With the wind blowing 20 to 25 knots and the sea coming at you in long rolling swells, the tops blowing off, feathering into the night, the bow of the Segway seems like a giant bucking bronco, lifting high only to plunge back in, pulpit and all, down into the black angry water. You and Hugh are wearing your flotation gear, small but efficient life jackets that inflate when you squeeze the handle of a CO2 bottle. But you know that Hugh will not stay afloat once he's over the side. You removed the little steel air bottle while Hugh was eating dinner, and in its place you inserted an empty one. And one thing more. You fixed the lifeline fastener on the pulpit so it's ready to be opened at the right time to provide a convenient exit for Cousin Hugh. A broken fastener on the lifeline, they'll say. An accident. An unfortunate accident. So now you're out here on the pulpit with Hugh and you're ready. But before you do anything, you have to know how much he knows about you. You have to. It's almost a compulsion. I had quite an interesting talk with Vanessa the other day. Is that so? Yes. We talked about a lot of things. Mostly about you. Really? She said she didn't think you liked me very much. I may have given her that impression. She said you'd been asking a lot of personal questions about me. That's right, I did ask some questions. Why? Because I don't believe a word you say. Just because I made a few small mistakes, like calling a yawl a catch? Oh, the business of the yawl really had very little to do with it. There were so many other things. For instance?
Well, for instance, you're sailing as a crew member on the Quintana in the Bermuda race of 1952. It was the year you sailed on it, wasn't it?
That's correct.
Well, despite the amazingly factual quality of your story, you were not on the Quintana in 1952.
You can prove that, of course.
Quite simply. You're a good student, Farley. You've obviously done a lot of reading on ocean racing. But you made a mistake in the Quintana story, and a rather bad mistake. You mentioned the names of the crew, but you left out the name of Hugh Guthrie. If you sailed aboard her, how come you left that one name out?
Because you weren't on the Quintana.
Correction. I seem to have a knack for being a last-minute replacement. On this race, it was poor old Charlie Edmonds. On the Bermuda race of 1952, it was a lad by the name of Kirby Meston.
He was on the Quintana. It was printed
in the official crew list, yes, but he was not aboard. He broke his leg on the very morning of the start. And I, lucky Johnny on the spot, happened to be there to see an old friend off who happened to be the skipper of the Quintana. I replaced Kirby Meston.
That's impossible.
Farley, you're a bit of a liar. And I don't trust liars. Particularly when they're moving in on someone very dear to me. Vanessa.
Oh, yeah. So now it's up. I thought you were awfully interested in your little cousin's future happiness. In fact, I warned Vanessa about you. You don't want me to marry her because you want her for yourself.
All right, Polly, let's cut off the nonsense. You're a cheap phony, and I'm going to tell Vanessa the truth about you.
You won't tell her anything because you're not going anywhere except over the side.
I don't think so.
You're going over now, right now.
You're a phony, Mr. Polly. A phony.
No! No! As you lunge for him, a giant wave smashes over the pump, burying you in tons of water. You grab for the lifeline as you start over, but the fastener you doctored carries away, and you feel a sharp, tearing pain as the hook-like end of it rips through your hand. And then you're alone in the water, watching the Segway as she rushes on into the night. You inflate your life vest, and it works. And then you see, off in the distance, the spreader and deck lights come on, and you hear the voices, hurried, frantic, as they get the sails down and try to bring the Segway around. And you know your plan is finished. But you're alive. And that's all that matters now. You're alive. And they're coming back to pick you up. And then there's something between you and the lights on the Segway. A triangular blue-gray fin, cruising slowly, almost indifferently, slicing through the black water a scant 10 feet away from you. And you suddenly remember the recent stories in all the newspapers of killer sharks and what they can do to a swimmer. And you lie very still. That's what they said to do. And you watch. And the fin cruises away. And you start to breathe again. And then it circles, seems to flutter in the water, and pick up speed. And you raise your hand in a futile gesture to ward it off, and you suddenly know you're not going to make it. Your hand, sliced to the bone from the hook on the lifeline, is bleeding. And you remember that sharks are attracted to blood. It's the thing that makes them attack. And you open your mouth to cry out. And the cry never comes. Because you're pulled down through the blue-black water. And something has you in a vise of razor-sharp teeth. And then you do scream with the last breath you have. And no one hears you. Or ever will.
Suspense, in which Mr. Everett Sloane starred in William N. Robeson's production of Blood is Thicker, written by Sam Pierce. Supporting Mr. Everett Sloane in tonight's story were Kathy Lewis, Lawrence Dobkin, Bill Quinn, and Sam Pierce. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Mr. John Lund, starring in Eyewitness. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.